Alrighty. Ooh, loud. That's some spicy volume. Let's turn that down a little bit. There you go. That's a bit more bearable, I think. And brightness looks okay. Yep. Alright. Yeah, this is where I was last time, right? Starting to like it, aren't you? It's growing on you, isn't it? It's once you get a sense of the that each mob has a different moveset, different abilities, and they can change it, and they're actually pretty well programmed to match you. It's interesting, and all the weapons have different movesets as well. Like you pick up the Estok, that's like a rapier moveset with like a stabby. That's fun. Hey, that's good. And getting to level up. I like to grind. Like I do. I enjoy games like the Final Fantasy games where you can grind up levels and become like overpowered. Here it's a bit harder on this one though, for sure. It's a bit harder to be overpowered on Dark Souls, but because you'll learn a move set and be okay with it, and then you know, a skeleton or another random skeleton you haven't seen before will open your anus up. There you go. Oh, I forgot about that guy. It's been a while. Yeah, so now you're heading the right way. You're heading up the Undead Parish, which is where you should be going. And that's a bait there to bait you in and get firebombed to death. Oh, that guy got me. Not really, though. Yeah, the spear is really good, man. I love the spear. Alright, so now those guys are cleared out. I don't know if my volume's too low now, but whatever. We can get these items. Yeah, you have a lot of souls too, I think, Evan, like in your inventory that you could pop and level up for sure. I think that's something that you neglected. And when you're grinding for experience, you don't have to go back by the bonfire. Go use your Estus flasks, and go further. Now there's another one here. Oh yeah, yeah. This one will separate the men from the boys. That must be like just outside the kill plane. Like one more step down must be the kill plane. Has to be. Ring of Sacrifice. So to Ring of Sacrifice, if you equip it and you die, you keep your souls. You don't lose them. But it only works once. The wearer will lose nothing upon death, but the ring itself breaks. So if you're going into a boss fight or something and you don't have a chance to level up or something, and you can quickly equip it, thinking that you're going to die, you know, and not lose those ton of souls. Now this jump is scares me. There you go. So yeah, I don't know why they did that, but the run, the sprint, and the jump is tied to B. I don't know. But once you get a sense of it, it's not too bad, actually, now that I think about it. You just hold, and then you double tap and you want to jump. Yeah, the spear. You know, thinking about it, the Estek is a really good weapon, too, because it has... I like stabby weapons because they're good, straight weapons, because they're good in close quarters like this, in tunnels. Whereas if I took a big swing like that, you know, it hits the edges. So I like ones that have a good thrust attack. Estek is a good one. Good range, good thrust attack. Has a good slash, too. And spears are good as well. One thing, though, you're doing really well, better than me, is your... is your parrying and defense. I kind of rely on movement a little bit to get me out of tight jams. Oh. And the problem with that is, it's all fine and good, until you roll off a cliff. So yeah, you were asking about the whether or not there's anything in here. Sometimes there is. It's less than like a game like Zelda or something, but it does exist. And I'd say like 1 in 100 chance probably. Usually if there's something in there, you can see it. Like I can look into that barrel, an open barrel, and see something in there and then break it and get it. Sometimes too there's things hidden behind it. And sometimes too you can have an illusionary wall. There's none around here, but if I hit it like that, you hear like a sound and it opens up. It's an illusionary wall, and there's like a secret path in that. So you're right to test the environment. Always test the environment. So I could never make this jump either. You can do it a different way though. Eventually you can get up on top of that roof. Look at that big motherfucker, man. I thought that was going to scare you for sure. When you get up on that roof, you can jump over that gap. And there is a couple of things over there, I think. I'm going to switch one hand, actually. And the good thing about the spears and the S-stick is that you can stab over your shield. So you can have your shield up. And still stab at the same time. It kills your stamina, but who cares about that, right? The heater shield is probably the most popular shield at the beginning of the game. So you made a good choice there getting the heater shield. The 100% block, that's the earliest 100% block you can get if you're not a thief. Like we are. Wooden shield's not bad either, but the heater shield is way better. That 100% block rate is really important. Yeah, and these guys are high defense, which sucks, right? We're getting a game of stabby stab. So yeah, you can roll. Another, like, rolling's really good, I find, with bosses especially. But you can also strafe. So, like, rotate around them. Once you get a sense of, like, what their attacks are like. So, there's that guy there. Man, it's so fun to watch you play through it, though. I gotta say, it brings back the memories, man. There are games that, like, invoke an emotion in you, you know? And this is one of those games. Where it's like the atmosphere and the mood and everything's so good. Yeah, this guy is creepy.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you. Then you are a will. I trade.
So he has a couple things. I hit talk.
A horrible goat demon has moved in below, and up above there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
It's going to end up being their grave, motherfucker. So, yeah. So let's look through the items. Repair powder makes sense. Your active weapon equipped in your right hand has a certain durability, and it can break. It's unlikely though. You should always have a backup weapon though. Throwing knife, same way you equip them like the flasks, and you can throw them. So it's like a bow and arrow, but cheaper and less damage. Firebomb, you know. Lloyd's Talisman, so like, yeah, those guys that use the flasks to level up, to bring their health back, you can stop them from doing that. You can also, if you're in a PvP, fighting somebody else, like an actual human, you can stop them from recovering too. I don't use them very much. Don't know what that one does. This is all the messages you see on the ground. So some of them are tutorials. A lot of them are left by other players. So you can write your own little one in there. And then people can rate them as well to see, can rate them in importance of like how funny they are or how helpful they are, etc. So you'll see a lot of those things on the ground saying illusionary wall ahead, and there isn't one. They're just trolling. Resonance key, I'm going to buy that. Bottomless box, that's good too, but as long as you don't have anything equipped, I don't think it counts towards your equip load, so I don't think we need that right now. You saw all this stuff. The rapier has similar to the S-stock, but the S-stock is better, I believe, stat-wise. And you were asking what they even mean, those items. Where are they? Yeah, so it shows you their physical, critical, all that sort of stuff. And your parameters for each. Thrusting sword, thrusting attacks is really good. Thrusting is what you want in the in tight quarters. And what's this here? Scimitar is more of a slashing weapon, as you know. This is more of a strength-based weapon. Clubs and reinforced clubs. Spears we're rocking now. Bows. It's good to have a bow. I'm not really a bow person, but so the other thing is, if we go into here, there is a I thought there was a parry stat as well. Some have a bigger parry window. The smaller ones do. They're easy to parry with. I thought. Maybe I'm wrong about that. And stability is how much you can absorb before you're knocked back type thing.
Yeah, I'm not weasel.
Fucking guy, an asshole. These are not bad armor too. I'd probably hold out though. Keep your souls for something else. To be honest with you. I'll let you get some arrows while I'm here too. So standard arrows. Let's just use the rest of our souls.
Thank you kindly.
What a fucking creep. So now we can, in the other hand, equip our bow. And for arrows, we equip our arrows. So now, if I want to use my bow, let's click right on the D-pad. And it's a two-handed weapon, so you have to be two-handed. You never went down there, so I'm not going to go down that way yet. I'm going to go where you went. But the bow is great long-range weapon, obviously. And if you're doing a dexterity build, they're really good because... No, I unequipped it. You see the bonuses we have? So you see the parameter bonus down below? So for strength, it scales by D, which means that strength has a mild... leveling up your strength has a mild effect, whereas with dex, it's A. So if I level up my dexterity, I greatly increase my range and my physical attack. You can see my dexterity is already up there, so it adds 79 to my 31 damage. So dexterity is really good for a dex build. So weapons like this are good for dex builds. What else is on here? That's it. You see the durabilities there too, right? 100 over 100. It only weighs half a unit of weight, so it's not even that heavy. Now I want to re-equip it. So I'm not very good with the bow, but it does have a manual target, which is nice. You can manually target things. It's not just locking on. What button is it now? Oh yeah, so if you hold the right button and left button together, you can manually target. Oh, I'm gonna get to shoot that fucker in the face. Get fucked on. Shoot him right in the dick. So yeah, the bow is helpful. So that's just to aim is left. You can also lock on the same way you could with another weapon, you know. But these guys are cocksuckers, so does not bad damage actually. I've never done a bow build before. That would be an interesting one to try. I see. Oh, you get me? No, he doesn't got me. No. There we go. As you can imagine, you will go through arrows quickly if you're not very good like I am. So the guys that are bombing us and the guys we have to face later, they're already gone. And pressing the right D-pad, we can switch back. Or we can start here. Clear one out of the way before we even get in there. I don't know if that aggro's the other guys, I'm not sure. And that guy there is waiting for me. That's the guy that burst through the door you didn't see the first time. So let's get rid of him too. He's hiding behind that wooden thing. But I aggroed him, so he might come out to me now, actually. So let's switch back to the spear. There we go. Longsword. Longsword's a good weapon, actually. If you're doing like a warrior class or something, or attack, longsword's actually a pretty good sword. Some people will level the shit out of that, like... for the first part of these runs. Just taking my time going through here because I kind of want to make a longer video. I want to try out my new system. A lot of the really good guys will come through here and with no clothes on, with no weapons, just blaze right through here. But man, you forget the combat skills that you're learning now. I forgot those. Now there's a basic bitch. What was in here again? Oh, black firebombs. So you're asking black firebombs. Black firebombs are more intense firebombs, so they do more damage. So firebombs are good, black firebombs do more damage. That's the only difference. They're like a stronger version. Now, we could use our arrows on this guy if we wanted to, I guess. I'm just trying to... this is not the best way to do it. I just enjoy using the bow right now. I've never used it before like this. So it's kind of cool. I imagine I'll run out of arrows, though, in short order. So yeah, that's an alternative, too. And you just have to... I guess you just have to grind for a little bit and get the... get enough arrows, you know? Because I can see consumables being the biggest part of this. I don't think you got that yet, huh? I'll get it, just because I'm here. I'm trying to do anything you haven't done, but I don't think this is any big item. No, it's just a soul. You would realize that for sure. You would come back and get that. So, there's a cocksucker over here too. Yeah, there is. Talk shit, you get hit. And the other thing, instead of bows, you can get crossbows too. I think crossbows are quicker reload, maybe? Did you go in here? I can't remember. I think you did. Yeah, you did. You did go in here. I think we also could have opened that with the master key as well. So the gold pine resin that you got from here, that buffs your weapon. So if I put it in my items, like that, and if I click down, I can't do it because I have a bow now, but I have my spear out, I can press X and buff my weapon with lightning. And that's pretty effective, actually. But you only got 3 of them, so I'm not going to use them for this. Is that guy coming towards me? I think he is. Coming up this way, isn't he? Yeah, he's right there. One thing I was surprised by with this game was when you aggro somebody, how much they'll chase you. They'll chase you forever, man. So again, strafing you can do. The spear too is pretty quick. It's not as quick as the S-stick, but it's pretty quick. That's the thing, though. Sometimes you don't line up. And you find out to switch in between enemies, you just move over on your stick. So it's R button to, like the R stick to lock on, and then you move the R stick left or right to change sights. There we go. Yeah, so this is more my style of combat. You're doing more of the fancy parry stuff. I think I'll probably do safer strats, maybe. Because parries, like you said, if you miss a parry, you're done, right? Were you up here? I can't remember if you're up here or not. There's nothing up here, I don't think. No, there isn't, though. But sometimes you drop something, I guess. Okay, and that's as far as you got here. So I'm going to go back and pop all my souls and level up. Alright, and I don't think I'm going to grind as much as you did. I think I'm just going to level up and peace out. So, let's do that. Let's get this. Use all 5 of them. And then that's all. And you figured out the kindling and the reversing humanity. So I'm going to need 2 to kindle this bonfire here. I'll pop 2 of them. See, it instantly restores my health too. Oh, I have 3. I thought I had 0. So now we're going to reverse hollowing first. And then we'll kindle this guy too. Kindling, you saw, goes from 5 to 10 Estus when you kindle a bonfire. And later on in the game, you can kindle even more to 15, I believe. So that's level up. Yeah, at the beginning, I think that endurance is most important. If I pick Dex now, that would be a good stat for increasing the damage of my spear and bow. Hey, I'm just leave those up. You're up. Okay. Yeah, so that's a good stat to level up. It increases the damage of your bow and your spear. Or you can, I think endurance is the best one. Because endurance, not only do you have more stamina, but your equip load also goes up. So you're increasing the denominator of that equation. So my equip load is going to go from 50 to 52. And my stamina is going to go from 91 to 95. That's really good. The other numbers you see changed here to 55, 56, 55, those guys, they go up every time you level. So if I had picked strength, I think they go up an equal amount. Yeah. So, but I'm going to go endurance, because if you have a 100% block shield that your stamina absorbs all the blows, number one, you're going to want your stamina to regen a bit faster, but you're going to want more stamina in your bar, right? Also, stamina is important for running and rolling. So endurance is a good one to level up first, I think. You can make an argument for vitality, sure, as well, or dex even. Atonement is not going to help us at all unless we're doing magic. Resistance is another good one. Intelligence is not going to help us unless we're doing magic, and faith's not going to help us unless you want to do miracles. So I'm going to go with endurance. Alrighty. All right. So we'll leave it there. You continue to grind, and we'll see how far you get along there. I'm looking forward to it, man. I think you're really starting to enjoy this game now, and I enjoy you enjoying it. It's really good. I hope you keep at it. All right, talk to you later.